Coach, let's go back to 2000. You guys are still a very young program, as the entire sport is at the collegiate level, still competing at the club level. Your current assistant coach, Ruth Sorrell, the high point rider at the IHSA Zone 5 Region 2 Championship. A club competition, very much a precursor to what you guys do now at the varsity level. That kind of sets you guys up as the place that would be a destination for premier equestrians looking to compete at the collegiate level.
Yeah, I think so. When we way back when we were a fledgling school, and I had, I was kind of getting my feet wet in the process of being a head coach. I'd never been a head coach before, and so I really looked to some of those folks that were seniors during that year: Ruth Sorrell, Mundy Burns, Jennifer Wood, Amy Bell. There were quite a few that were very competitive folks, and I think that those girls helped set the pace for the remaining time of us being in the IHSA. I think that Ruth certainly was very competitive. We did not have a very strong Western team back then, and so it was really a compliment to her for her to come in and win the Region 5 championship, and to also go on to the national championship and compete in the AQHA Cup. Where I think she finished 6th that year, which is pretty good.
Sure.
And her leadership, she had great leadership. She was a captain at the time. I think that when you look way back when, that I think she was very instrumental in our team being a team and being cohesive and being real successful.
When you look back, I mean, that was almost 2 decades ago at this point. And you look at where the sport is now and the kind of events that you put on and the level of organization that you have. How do you remember that era of collegiate equestrian when it was still a very new thing and not even officially a varsity sport yet?
Well, I think for us it was it was, you could say it was simpler times, but I'm not sure that it was. When we really enjoyed our stint in the IHSA. I mean, I think it was a great opportunity for us to get started in our program. But for me, I just continually got frustrated trying to find lower level riders.
Sure.
That all are important in the IHSA. And so I think for us, it really was an opportunity for us to get going, establish ourselves within the region, establish ourselves within the IHSA. I think we had a couple of runs at the national title. Our team won. But I think, as a whole, we were kind of longing for a different type of format. So as good as it was and as good as of an experience as it was, we were really seeking trying to keep everybody at one level and working on how we could do that with what we call the luck of the draw. How could you make the luck of the draw the same? So those to me were kind of the drawbacks of competing in the IHSA. So it definitely laid the groundwork for us, and we had great teams. They were, they rode at all levels, and our walk trot beginner rider was just as important as our 3-6 open rider, and same with on the western side. Our walk jog rider was just as important as Ruth was when she was competing. So it was difficult for that reason. However, I think it helped me a lot to make me a stronger person and a stronger coach, and really realize what it was that I was looking for.